Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Nerefa from lifeforchoice.com, and in today's video I'm going to discuss really powerful story. And I claim that after today's video, after listening this story I'm going to share with you, you will never doubt your manifesting power. You will never doubt, or you are in a state that you are tired or exhausted, you feeling like giving up, you feel like it's too much to manifest, or you feel you're doubting every time on your manifesting power, and you feeling like it seems impossible. So remind yourself this story which I am going to share with you is about Neville Goddard's story, and you might have heard many of you, but it might be new for many of you. So let's dive into our video. So this story is basically about Neville Goddard, who we know as a metaphysical teacher, but that story it came from 1933, and in that time he wasn't a metaphysical teacher. He was broke, and he was he was a dancer. So he have got money. He was broke, and he was originally from Barbados. So his family came to see him, and when they was about to go back, they asked him that let's go to Barbados and stay with us for a while. And at that time he refused. He thought, no, I'm not going at the moment. So when they gone home, so he felt desire that he should be going with them as well. So now he say, oh, now it's too late, they gone home. So he left him behind. So now he desired to go there as well. So that was a desire. He wanted to go to Barbados, and he has one friend. He's called Abdullah. So he gone to him and he asked him, Abdullah, I want to go to Barbados. And his friend say, Neville, you are in Barbados. And he said, how come I am in Barbados? I'm here. He told him that he daily he imagine in his imagination, he imagined himself sleeping in his house in Barbados, walking in the streets, and in his dream in Barbados. So that's why he told him, and he said, okay, that's now you are in Barbados. He never didn't understood at that time that why like how is work and how he's saying that I am in Barbados. But anyway, he listened to his friend. He gone home, and few months he kept sleeping, like every time, like when he go to bed, he imagined that he's sleeping in his home, in his room in Barbados, and he walking in the streets of Barbados, and he was feeling the air in Barbados and all the streets, sign, everything. He was imagining himself basically in Barbados. After a few months, he came back to Abdullah. He was saying, he was on a door, and he was asking Abdullah, I've been trying, I've been imagining, and I'm doing everything you told me, but still nothing, no sign, and I'm not in Barbados yet. And Abdullah said, who said that you are not in Barbados? You are in Barbados. And he shut the door on him. He closed the door, and he did not listen any more stories from Neville Goddard. That's why he was trying to tell him that I am not there yet. He closed the door on him, and Neville gone home again, and then he kept imagining again. Continue with his process, and after a few weeks passed, and he received a ticket in the mail, and that ticket was from his brother, and his brother sent him ticket to Barbados, and he sent money to buy some clothes for shopping, so he can, when he come, he can buy some new clothes, because he got some profit in his business, and he want all the family gathering. So now he invited him to Barbados. He sent him ticket and everything, and he said that you are gonna come here in first class. He sent him a first class ticket, and now he Neville gone to collect his ticket, and they said, oh, Mr. Neville, you can go to Barbados, but halfway, not all the way. You cannot go to Barbados. And then he came to Abdullah again. He said, Abdullah, this work, and I'm going to Barbados. My brother sent me ticket, all this was telling. But I am going to Barbados in a halfway first class, not all the way. And Abdullah, what he is not gonna listen. I is not gonna listen anything about what he's saying. He said to him, you gone to Barbados and in first class. And he closed the door on him again. He was like, that's it, no more thing. You are in Barbados. You went Barbados in first class. Now Neville gone back home again. He started doing his shopping. He has got money for for his clothes. He bought everything which he needed. And then when he gone to his because at that time in 1930 there was a ship. They go from one place to another place. He gone there and he was saying, the man, like people who run the ship, they said that Mr. Neville, you have a good news that there is some cancellation, and now all the way you are going to Barbados in first class. So Neville basically gone to Barbados in first class. So what is basically moral of this story is, like when imagination basically is about knowing, is about conviction, that when you desire something, it means you can have it. You can only desire something which is already exist in this reality, in multiple realities already there. So you only have to match, you have to align with your desire. Now when we start doubting, when we start feeling like how it's going to happen, when thinking all these thoughts, they do not help in continuing with our process of manifesting. This story is like a strong story of inner knowing, is conviction that when you desire something, when you imagine something, that is done. There is a God within, and the human imagination. It is done in your imagination, that it means it is done. So we have to believe, we have to create our inner knowing that whatever we are manifesting, it is done, is unfolding now. Whatever you are feeling, if you feel, you don't have to feel like keep yourself making yourself happy all the time. You're feeling bad, you feel like crying, just take these emotions out of your system. You are not, you remember, you are not your feeling, you are not your thoughts, you are much higher than your feeling, your thoughts. You are observer of these feelings, observer of these thoughts. So anytime when you feel like giving up, when you feel like there's a doubt, when you feel like that life is so hard and how is possible, my imagination and my desire looks so big, how it is going to happen. When you have these type of thoughts, then say to yourself, I am in Barbados, and remember this story. And when anytime when I think about this story, I feel like chills. So it is really powerful story of imagination and law of assumption. So anytime when you imagine, you are assuming that it is done, you are there. So when Neville desire that he want to go to Barbados, so that was his desire, and he assumed. So now he been told that he has to assume that it's done, you are in Barbados. So anytime when you're doubting, when you feel like disappointed or feel like I do not know it's gonna happen or not, imagine yourself again, remind yourself this story, I am in Barbados. Hope you love this story, and it will help you, give you little motivation to keep stay with your imagination and go to the inner knowing, inner conviction that it is done. It is done. So yes, that was my video for today. And if you would love to work with me one-on-one, I am available for one-on-one coaching. I do personalized meditation, and check my website for further details. And thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing my channel. I would love to hear your comments, and I will see you all in my another video. Up to then, keep reminding yourself, I am in Barbados.